Hello, hello, my beautiful lovelies. Welcome back to yet another pick a card reading here on the channel. If you're new, hi, my name is ADIE and I will be your tarot reader today. I haven't done a pick a card in a while, so I'm really excited with the selection that I have picked for us over the next couple of days because I have something to announce. Every day around 6 or maybe 7, I haven't decided yet, but in the evening, a pick a card will drop here on the channel in honors of House of Glamours, my magic school where I'm teaching glamour, beauty, and sex magic. It's open. The doors are already open, but in about 4 weeks, the course content where I'm going to be teaching you guys glamour, beauty, and sex magic, which I believe glamour and sex magic are kind of like high magic. It's sort of advanced because it is the act of using your divine energy and not using so many different materials, right? We are going to be doing a lot of different things with herbs, candles, and doing rituals and stuff, but I do want to be clear that glamour magic and sex magic is the act of using your divine energy. You know, all magic is made in the mind. So especially glamour. I know a lot of people are confused here on the internet, you know, that it's all about makeup and fashion. It really isn't. It is embodying an energy that you want to embody no matter what that energy is. So I'm really excited. It's already open. The course is dropping in about 4 weeks. So in honor of it, I'll be dropping a video here. I'm going to probably be doing a lot of different content here on the channel, but give me your guys' suggestions because I do have about 6 suggestions here for the next 6 days. Just ones that I'm really excited, interested, curious to explore through the cards. So let me know if you guys have any suggestions of videos that you want to see over the next 10 days. Okay. Now the course is half off. So the ones that there are a couple ways that you can join House of Glamours. The doors are already open. When you go there, there's lots of different things already to get into, like the candle magic workshop. There's different rituals already there that you guys can get into and start learning. It's basically like a little social media for us, like our own little social media app off of the interwebs. You go there, you set up your profile, you meet everybody. There's things there that you can start to do and learn before class starts in the fall. In about 4 weeks, the course content is dropping. And so in honors, I'll be doing these pick a cards here. But like I said, the course is half off. So if you are interested in learning glamour, beauty, and sex magic, go over to the Stand store and join the school, the coven that I'm creating here for us. Now, one other thing that I want to mention is that 80 Rose Tarot Etsy is officially closing in September as well. Okay, so these are like the last weeks that you can actually book a full long reading with me. The only way that you're going to be able to get a full reading from me is through my community. You have to be involved in this community space that I am building in order to access my energy in that way. This just ensures that these are real people that are wanting to work on themselves. Even if you are wanting to attract that man, girl, I can help you, okay? You don't need to chase him. You can pull him in. You can pull somebody 10 times, 100 times better than him in. Join, baby, I got you, okay? But this is just to ensure that even if you are wanting relationship readings, even if you are wanting to know certain things, this is just ensures that you are actually doing the work. A lot of the things that we're getting into and that I'm going to be teaching even in the winter, these are things that I tell my clients already. So in order to book a full long reading, you're gonna have to be involved in the community space to reach my energy in that way. So these are the last weeks that you can actually book a tarot reading with me. There are 2 options, okay? You can book it through 80 Rose Tarot Etsy. Go over there, book your tarot reading. You can also book it through the Stand store. I've had some clients, because I have a lot of returned clients. I have a lot of returned clients that come and they were like, really sad. They just wanted to have some questions answered. They're kind of like, oh my God, I can't believe you're gonna be, you know, not doing tarot readings anymore, I'll still be doing YouTube tarot readings here. I love tarot. It is one of my favorite hobbies that I have turned into a business. But I do feel like my energy is shifting in a way, and I am very interested in doing just more collective work. And this is what House of Glamours is. I had this dream for a really long time, like probably for the past 14 years. I always thought it would be a physical kind of like center where people would come. We would do meditations and rituals and do yoga, because I will be teaching yoga in this space as well. I am going to be teaching my spiritual baddies. Okay, this is not just about hair and makeup and fashion and, you know, pulling dudes and whatever. This is really about elevating your energy so your life can elevate. But I always thought that this center, my dream, would be like a physical, like brick and mortar place where people would go. And I'm realizing, like I realized today, like this is what I was dreaming about like years ago, like creating a space for people to come to heal and elevate and work on themselves. And, you know, I just feel my own energy as a teacher, as a healer, as a leader here in the collective to kind of create this space for my people, for the people that fuck with my energy, you know, for us to come together and collectively work on elevation. I'm really excited. I just love the back ends of House of Glamours. It's like a little, like, social media, like a little Instagram. That's what it feels like, sort of, but there's a lot of other ways that we can communicate and interact with each other within it, with what I create and put in there. It's just a space that's gonna continue to grow and get cooler and cooler and cooler. There's a lot of already cool stuff there, and I'm really excited as a creative and healer and teacher to just keep pouring in. So in September, my energy is shifting. I'm going to be just solely kind of fixed on this space and growing this space. And so I am gonna be pulling away from one-on-one collective readings from the public. You're not gonna be able to access me, only through my collective coven community, okay? Whichever tier that you have joined, you'll be able to get a reading from me if you need it, okay? So if you've picked Bouquet, which is just the course content, the people that just want the glamour, beauty, and sex magic course, you'll still be able to get a reading with me. If you go with Seedling, which doesn't have the course content at all, it's just like the coven access, you'll still be able to get a reading from me. And Rosebud is the full on access to the coven and the school that's there, all the education that I'm pouring into there. So guys, go and check out the Stand store. Oh, and there's 2 ways, okay? I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. But there's 2 ways that you can book a tarot reading with me. Like I said, ADIE Rose Etsy, okay? ADIE Rose Tarot Etsy. We'll be closing in the first week of September, so book your readings there. Those are full-length readings, okay? Aura and tarot readings. Now, if you are just wanting like a question, 2 questions max, because the full tarot readings are more questions, we can explore more. But if you are just wanting something small, you can also book through the Stand store. Yeah, so those are the 2 options, but they will both be going in September, and they will not be around unless I do something special, okay? And I won't be doing full-time, full 30-minute, hour-long readings. I will not be doing that unless you are a house member of my little coven. I'm so excited. And so I'm finishing up. I haven't been here for a while. And I'm just finishing up the last touches of this course. Okay, guys? So I'm really excited to be back and doing some tarot readings here. Like I said, I have a few written down for probably the next 6 days. Tune in, okay? Every night around 6:30, probably 7 p.m., I'll make them. I think I want to premiere them, but I don't know if I'll premiere them. They might just drop. But give me some suggestions, okay? Is there anything else I want to mention before we jump into this juicy reading? I'm really excited. Oh, and like, you know, I'm just gonna be doing YouTube for fun. This is not, I'm not, you know, I wanna get more fun here with the content. So pick a cards will still be dropping because I really like having fun. And I think also like the one-on-one like sessions kind of pulled the fun away from my hobby, my love of reading cards and just reading energy. It kind of pulled the fun out of it, is what another reason why I'm pulling away from it. So we'll still have pick a card readings, but I also want to explore more different types of content here. So there will be like, you know, I want to get more witchy over here, and it's gonna happen. So give me suggestions on that. What do you guys want to know? I've been a practicing witch. I'm a chaos witch that does mostly glamour and beauty and hoodoo, okay, and shamanic energies. That was just my start, is shamanic magic, and yoga. Yoga is magic too. You guys, a lot of you guys don't know that. It's a very useful magical tool to use for transmutation and manifestation, which we will be getting into in the House of Glamour. So whatever you guys are interested in knowing, I know somebody mentioned like showing books, and I just put my books up over here. They're stacked up. I still need to get like a, I'm kind of indecisive with how I want to set up my books here in my house. But I will do a video on books. I actually have something really exciting to share with you guys book-wise. I'm a big reader. I'm always reading. So I have something exciting to kind of like share. Exciting for me and for ones that are like me. But anyways, let's get into this reading. I know you guys sometimes, bitch, shut up. You be yapping way too much, ADIE. So what? I don't care. That's me. And I might eat too. I might eat in the video. I'm just playing. I ain't got no snacks. I'm staying true to my diet, okay? But yeah, that's it. I will see you guys in these readings. Peace. All right, my loves, let's tap in. This reading is going to be on how you can be more attractive. These are going to be the natural things that you carry within yourself that people or things that this universe finds you to be attractive in. So what are these easy things that you can do, tap into, to be more magnetic, be more attractive, whether you are trying to attract a certain experience, person, or thing, okay? So let's tap in. We have 3 readings to choose from. We have reading number 1, reading number 2, reading number 3. Go ahead and lock in with self. Center yourself in the present moment. Ground yourself in the center of you. And then tap in to the pile that is calling you, that's resonating with your energy, that's pulling and drawing you in. This is going to show you how you can be more attractive with what you already have, okay? So go ahead and choose, and I'll see you guys at your reading. All right, reading number 1, welcome. Let's find out what makes you attractive. What type of energy can you tap into to tap into more of your magnetism to attract what you want. Okay, we have clarity, time to work out the details, achieve your dreams, clarity. So something that you can do to be more attractive is to utilize your ability to be clear. When you allow yourself to either talk or move in such a way, you are able to move in a very clear, or talk with clarity. You're able to make very clear, direct steps. This is about just going after it. So say that this is, you are wanting to attract a certain person into your life. You would be very clear and direct with them about how you feel, things that they like about themselves. You would be moving in such a way that would be very clear to them that you're interested. Okay, clarity. This is also giving clarity. So if you are wanting to make more money, let's say that you want to make more money, you want to attract more money into your life, you would be really clear with how you are going to attract money. You would be really clear with the system that you're going to do. You're not going to just be like, well, I really just want to manifest $100,000, or I want to, be able to get paid $100,000 a year or $200,000 a year, whatever it is, right? You want to attract a couple more $100 a month. You're going to be really clear about the system that you want to work with. That means there's something that either needs to be built or there's something that's already built that you're going to use in order to attract that. You're going to be really clear with your intentions. It's not about just how much money, I want to make more money. Well, how much money do you want to make? Is that feasible? There's a mean of manifestation in your life through the systems that are already built or that can be built. So it's about moving clear, being clear with yourself, being clear with the universe. Okay? So say that this is about wanting to attract more beauty. You're going to be really clear with yourself about that. You're going to be like, well, I want to be more beautiful. What are the things that I can do that's going to create more beauty in my life? Do I need to get on my skincare? Do I want to reinvent my look? Whatever it is, you're going to be very clear. This is about maybe getting out a piece of paper. If it does have to do about, I think if it involves somebody else, you're going to be very clear and direct about your feelings. If you are interested in them, you're not going to be waiting around for them to read your mind. You're going to be really clear about it. And you are good at this. This is something that you can do. And you have the resources, you either have the systems or you have means to build systems for yourself. Okay? If you want to be more beautiful and you feel like, well, I've always wanted to wear makeup or do my makeup in a certain style, but I just don't go for it because it's like, well, maybe you have to be clear that you need to learn certain things when it comes to beauty rituals or skincare, or maybe learning how to reinvent your look. You're going to be really clear with the universe and yourself about these things. Say that you want to attract new friendships. You're going to be really clear with your movements. You're going to say, well, I want to have more friends. I want to have more friends that are into the things that I'm into. And then you're going to move out into the world that are going to be clear with the universe, with your desires. And you can do this, okay? This is like, okay, I want more friends, so I'm going to go and put myself in these environments, or I'm going to call up this person that I've always wanted to hang out with. I'm going to put myself out there. This is being very clear and direct and going after what you want. And you can do this. So this is going to be about your attraction is going to be based on movement. Okay? It's going to be about movement. Whether it's in the form of verbal action or verbal action or physical action. Okay? So let's see what is going to make you more attractive to whatever you're trying to be attracted to. Okay. Mastery. Okay. Agur. So this is about mastering yourself. Okay. So you have mastered something. Whatever you're trying to attract, you have mastered a part of yourself that's in alignment with what you are trying to attract. So say that this is wanting to attract someone. You are going to show your best parts to this person. Okay? If you know that you are really good at playing video games, and you are really good at a certain video game, or you're really knowledgeable on certain books or certain practices, or you're very knowledgeable in whatever it is. Maybe you're knowledgeable in your profession. You're going to talk about that. You're going to show that to this person. You're going to show what you have mastered. in your life. That is what how you're going to attract a lover, okay? A person into your life. If, you know, you're going to show your very best assets. You're going to show what you have mastered, what you're really, really good at to the world, okay? If you're trying to attract friendships or romantic partnerships, okay? Now, if this is something along the lines of some type of a physical experience, it's gonna be kind of the same thing. If you are wanting to say that you want to be more of have a more healthy lifestyle. This is something that you want to attract. You want to be more calm and healthy. You have mastered something within your life, whether that be, okay, well, I'm really disciplined in this area. Let me try to put discipline and structure into this area so that I can build this lifestyle the way that I want. This is how you're going to attract, is showing your best selves, getting into things that you're good at. So say that you want to attract losing 50 pounds. What is the thing that you have mastered when it comes to exercise, when it comes to diet? Are you really good at staying on a keto diet? Did you really enjoy and master eating a vegan style diet, or eating low calorie, or maybe just eating healthier, making healthier choices and drinking lots of water? Maybe you've mastered cutting out soda and, you know, only having a snack once, like these sweet snacks once a week. Whatever you have mastered doing when it comes to that type of lifestyle, you need to start there. That is what's going to help you attract that into your life. If you are wanting to attract more of like a physical, like money or material object, you have mastered something about yourself that is going to help you attract more funds in order to have that type of income come into your life, or be able to buy that thing that you want. You have mastered something, and this is going to be about like what you're good at. And a lot of people don't want to go down that route of saying like, well, I'm really good at this, so I'm going to turn that into a side hustle. I'm going to turn that into a profession, because they live with these false realities that you can't do that. You can't do things that you enjoy or that you're good at. There are people making bank playing video games for a fucking living. There are people that are, you know, they love creating and doing art, and so they've turned that into a side hustle that eventually turned into a full-time profession for them, you know? And so this is about taking what you're really good at and using it to make money, to using it, you know? Even like if you say, you know what, I'm really good at cleaning. I'm really good at cleaning and organizing. You can start a business on that. You can start a side hustle, but a lot of people don't like to go after these new things. They like to be a part of what everybody else is doing. And they struggle with also sticking through the beginning phases. But this is something that you are really good at. So I would sit down and figure out what you're really good at, whether that's taking down some notes of what you're good at, and then saying, well, what could I really do? What would I enjoy doing? And then how can I take these things and turn it into side hustles, turn it into a business, okay, to attract more funds into my life, you know? If you really, but it's going to be with what you are, something that you've mastered, okay? And that's what's going to bring in the funds. Okay, so let's see, what type of energy do you need to tap into to become more magnetic? Okay, so we have time. Let me see what this says. We have time. The energy of time supports our understanding of relativity of time and our capacity to be in the present, to be present in the moment. Okay, so what is going to make you more attractive is not thinking about time. You're like, time doesn't exist. Understand that time is a construct. It is a concept that we create in order to meet up at a certain point in life, basically.
But understand that time doesn't exist, and you shouldn't apply that to what you are trying to attract. Know that you are the only thing that's moving throughout this universe in your first Merkaba, which is your body. Your body is your vehicle. That's the only thing that is moving. That's the only thing that is changing and moving. Time is something that we create. It doesn't really exist really, but isn't a construct that we kind of abide to in order to meet up at certain points in life. Okay? And we call that thing time. But what's going to make you more attractive is just being in the present moment and losing yourself in the present moment. Because when we think of time, we think we're running out. We think that, we're running out of time, where things are going too fast or they're going too slow. Or, and so what's going to make you more magnetic and attractive is not worrying about time, not worrying when that person's going to fucking text you back, not worrying about when you're going to go on a date, not worrying about, how long it's going to take when you meet to meet this person, or how long is it going to get them to commit to you. You need to let go and lose yourself in the mastery. Lose yourself in the present moment, because that's literally all you have. Lose yourself in the ability to be clear with what you're doing with your verbal action or your behavior action. Okay? Let go of time. That is going to make you so magnetic when you don't care when it's going to happen. And it is a practice. It is something. But what's going to help you is the mastery also. Okay, so once you figure out, hey, I'm really good at tarot. I love reading cards from my friends. I sometimes do cards on the internet just for fun. I'm going to bring that and turn that into a business and see how that works out for me. Because I've already mastered knowing what the cards mean. I'm a really good reader. I know that. And so I'm going to bring that energy to a business. I'm going to create a business out of this. And I'm going to lose myself in mastering that business. Mastering on getting clients. Mastering doing the workflow. And I'm going to forget about time. I'm not going to worry about when clients are going to come in. I'm not going to worry about when I'm actually going to hit that target. I'm just going to stay in the present moment, stay in the intention of moving with clarity with the way that I'm talking, the way that I'm behaving. Okay? It's about mastering yourself. It's like, I want to be more beautiful, so I want to heal my skin. I want to lose weight. I want to learn how to do my makeup differently. I want to reinvent myself. Understand all of that's going to take time. And that's why a lot of people cry about shit. Everybody's learning out here. Not everybody knows how to do their makeup when they first do makeup. I've watched so many makeup tutorials to learn how to do the makeup that I like to do on myself. It's learning. I've watched so many videos to see what other people have done with their skin to try to heal my own skin problems. I have tried so many different diets and different ways of eating to understand what works for me and what I enjoy doing. That also goes for exercise and all of that. So it's about losing yourself in the mastery and understand it's going to take quote unquote time. So why not just lose yourself in the mastery, in the experience? So it's going to make you feel very, very magnetic. Okay? Now, let's see. What is the energy that you need to be in when it comes to being more attractive? Ooh. Two of Swords. Okay, so what's going to make you more magnetic, more attractive towards this person, this thing, this experience, this place is making decisions. You got to be very it's like the clarity is coming in. You just have to decide that that's what you want, and be very general with it too. Be specific and general, if that makes sense. If those two things can exist together in your mind, okay? Be clear that you don't have what you want and you want that. And then get clear on what's going to happen. I'm going to attract love. That's what I want. That's what I desire. That's what I deserve. And that's what I'm going to get. And go after it. This is about not waiting around and not making decisions along with what you are trying to attract. This is about saying nothing is going to come and save me. Magic is energy, and I create that energy, and I can only allow it to move through things that are open. And things can't be open for the energy to move through if I don't open the door, if I don't make a choice in a direction. I don't choose. So what's going to make you feel more attractive and magnetic and bring those things in is actually making a choice. Okay. So just make a choice. We have 2 of Cups. So 2 is very, making choices are going to be very clear. But 2 of Cups here, this is about, like coming to the experience, the relationship, whether that's the relationship with the experience that you want, the relationship that with the person that you want, whether that person exists already or you don't know who this person is, you want that relationship. This is about coming to that relationship that you want with that thing with the full cup. Okay, so that means pouring into yourself. So, what's going to make you magnetic and more attractive is pouring into self, giving love to self, nurturing self, okay? And this is going to help you be able to see that in others, is going to be able to make sure that you're able to pour into others, being able to know that, like, okay, if you want to master this thing in business or master this lifestyle, know that it can't happen unless you pour into yourself. You know, think of this thing that you want to attract as in when you pour into yourself, you pour into it. Right? So if you don't have anything in you, how can you pour into this stream of energy? It's like, I want to attract more money into my life, but I treat myself like shit. I don't really, I don't have a workout routine. I don't let myself rest. I don't drink enough water. I don't allow myself to have fun. Like, there's a lot of things that comes to self-care and love, but what's going to make you more magnetic and more attractive is that you pour into yourself, that you have a life of yourself. If you want a healthy relationship, someone that pours into you, this is going to be somebody that actually pours into themselves. So it's like matching energy. You got to match the energy of what you want. So if the relationship is, I want to attract that version of myself that makes that amount of money or lives that lifestyle or has that type of beauty or is healed. Well, what do you have to do with yourself in order to obtain that? The person that has a healthy person that's pouring into them and sees that you deserve greatness and love and all of that respect, they do that because they see you do that for yourself. They see you having your own life. So instead of obsessing about whatever the relationship is, like, oh, the money's not here, I really want the money, I really want extra money, I'm just like, I really want this person and he won't call me back, I'm dealing with this person over here and I just want, instead of doing that, pour into yourself. This is going to get you to be, like, it's going to clear up your energy and make you more magnetic. Okay. Last one, Spirit. 10 of Beast. Okay. So what's going to have you be more attractive to what you want to come into your life is, there's this energy that I feel, it's like doing the work and also letting go. There is a time for you to do the work. And a lot of this is like energetic. Okay? But this card speaks of like doing the hard work that it takes in order to reach that point, right? To make it there. You got to do the work. You want to become more beautiful, you got to do work on yourself to be more beautiful, to view yourself as more beautiful. That might be doing the inner work or the outer work to become more beautiful, you know? Because sometimes you're already beautiful, but you just don't see it, you know, until you get in the mirror and you do your glamour and you do your self-identity work, self-concept work, and then you realize, oh, that's why I didn't believe I was beautiful, but I've always been beautiful. You know, it takes work. You know, I was watching this video the other day on TikTok with this girl, and she was just talking about how she's ugly. And she's like, I'm 36 years old and I don't know how to do my hair. I don't know how to do my makeup. And it's like, learn how. I commented her, just learn. Like, just learn. There was a time where I didn't know how to do my hair as well. You know, I think a lot of people can go through that. They don't know what the right thing is. They don't know, you know, because there's, you know, it's just a learning curve. Just learn. You know, just learn. Not everybody knows how to do makeup. But with YouTube now, YouTube University and TikTok and Instagram, girl, learn for free, yo, for free. I've learned how to do my own nails for free. I've learned how to like just do everything, all the beauty rituals for free. Okay? It's not that hard. It just takes you doing the work. And lose yourself, have fun in the mastering it, you know, instead of just complaining and not making choices. You know, if you want to be better at making more money, learn. There's so many people also talking about how you can elevate your finances, and, you know, there's so many people that will tell you how to build a website and how to set up Etsy, and there's so much stuff here on YouTube. Like, just learn, just do the work. You know, that's what it's going to do. But also what's going to make you magnetic is letting go. There's a time to let go and allow yourself to rest and to pour into yourself during that time of letting go. And don't worry about the time. Okay, so that's what's going to make you more magnetic, more attractive to what you need right now. Let me know if you like these types of videos where we're tapping into like maybe specific kind of things that you can do with your own energies. Let me know if you like it down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Alrighty. Welcome. Number 2, let's tap in and see what you can do to be more attractive, to get what you want. How can we tap into our magnetism, the natural things that we carry? This is cosmic power. I am an instant star. Just add water and stir. David Bowie. Yes. Okay. So what is going to make you more attractive is allowing yourself to shine. Okay? And I don't think you don't allow yourself to shine. I don't even think you understand how much of a star you are, because it's like, I am an instant star. Just add water and stir. So it's kind of giving this energy of like, just do it. Like, just go out there and do the simple things. Like when we think about instant, it's like you're just adding water and you're stirring, and then bam, it's there. It's not going to be hard to get what you want. This is just about putting yourself out there and allowing yourself to shine. When I think of water, I think of expression. So, and maybe that's what David Bowie was really saying when he said that, like, just add a little bit of expression. You know, I think you don't allow people to see your self-expression enough. There's a little bit of energy of like hiding. So what is going to help you attract what you want, whether it be in love, lifestyle, general life, finances, friendships, whatever. It's just about allowing yourself to shine, okay? So say that you want to, this also speaks to like, maybe if you are wanting to attract healing into your heart from any kind of situation, This is saying I'm going to allow myself to shine in a way of like expressing myself. You know, if you think about, you know, I was really thinking about Doja Cat the other day. I watched her new music video, Jealous Type. And I was just thinking, because I've loved Doja from the very start. Okay. And I love her evolution. I just love the evolution of Doja Cat. It's really interesting. You know that she's a true artist at heart. And like she gives us eras. You know how like Beyonce gives us eras? She gives us eras. Okay, like, and she's entering into a new era. It's not quite the same as what like everybody's like, oh, Doja Cat, we lost her. She's different now when she dropped Demons, right? Which I loved because it just showed a different side of her. So like I'm really getting at like, even if you're going through something difficult and painful, like express yourself, allow that to shine. If you're wanting to heal yourself, just shine. Talk about what's hurting you. Talk about your anger. Talk about your sadness. Show what you're doing, you know, to your friends, to your family, to your loved ones, to yourself, to the things that you're doing in order to heal yourself. You know, talk and share. So stars are inspirational characters. So this is really talking about putting yourself out there to inspire others, and in that you will attract the healing. And I will tell you, like for me, I'm just like, you know, with me, I've gone through, if you've been around here on the channel in the fam, you know that I have had a difficult childhood. I've gone through some things, and I've always been the type to just share my experience, share my journey. In the past, I used to talk about it a lot on Instagram, not here, before I even had a YouTube. I used to share my experience, the things that I've went through, and talk about them openly. And to me, it was a very healing aspect to my journey. And it was something that got people looking at me, and, you know, I did inspire a lot of people. You know, I enjoy talking about, at that time, I enjoyed talking about what hurt me, and what I was doing to heal myself. It wasn't like I was just trauma dumping. I was also sharing things that I was doing to help, or sharing my philosophy, sharing my what I have come to know. It's like transmutation. It's not just like, oh, this, you know, I follow this one girl too on Facebook. She just tells everybody her business. So I'm not telling you to do that, okay? I'm not telling you to just dump everything and have, you know, either like your friends be your therapist, or like online is like your online diary. I'm not telling you to do that. But this is about kind of like maybe opening up a bit. Some of you guys have been hurt, and it's kind of dimmed your shine, or allowed you to feel like you couldn't shine. You know, that was my story. I felt like I wasn't able. I was very like silenced as a child. I wasn't fostered. Like my greatness wasn't fostered by my parents. I wasn't encouraged. I wasn't, you know, told what I was good at, you know. And so I never really thought that I could share myself, that people would care, you know. That was just natural for me. Like people didn't really care, you know. But I did have an urge to like express myself and to share myself. And once I really started getting into healing and talking about my healing, that's where my online journey kind of like took off, you know. And so anyways, this is about really shining, allowing yourself to shine, even if you're in pain, even if you feel like, you know, you have low self-esteem. If you are wanting to attract like an experience of like wanting more money, this is about letting yourself shine, expressing yourself. Like just add water, add some expression, and then you're gonna get what you want. Just get out there, just express yourself authentically and shine however you're feeling. Just express it authentically. If you are wanting to attract more love into your life, this would be the same. Just get out there and shine. People are going to notice you, but you're not stepping out into the spotlight, which is just sharing yourself. That is what is going to attract. And this is like just adding water, just adding some expression to yourself, whether that's expression to your makeup, to your clothes, to the way that you're walking, to the way that you show up, to the party. Add a little bit of like your self-expression into it. It doesn't mean you got to be on a stage. If you want to, go ahead. You know, put on a show. I love putting on a show. Now I'm at a journey, like in a place in my journey where I love putting on a show and entertaining people, and I have no problem like, you know, expressing myself and shining, you know. In the past, it was not like that, you know. I didn't really think I could. So it starts with just allowing yourself to have fun in your creative self-expression and not letting, what's really holding you back is that your trauma. It's not the strangers that are going to reject you. It's the rejection that you've already had. So let that fall off. Add a little bit of water, some self-expression, and stir. And get it stirring. Start stirring the pot, because you're going to start shining. People are going to start focusing on you. And whatever that is going to come to you. Okay? You just have to get out there and express yourself more. Okay? So let's see, what can you do to be more magnetic? Ow! Jesus! That hurt. That really hurt. God damn. Okay, so we have clouds, mystical. So what I feel like this card is really leading towards with your magnetism is allowing a little bit of mystery. So this is why I feel like you don't need, like, if you want people to know that you're on a spiritual journey or you're on a journey of, it's almost like what I feel like, because you're going to be out there and you're going to be expressing yourself. This is talking about your own journey. You know, like David Bowie was this creative, like, inspiration in the music industry, in fashion, just like, you know, and there was a level of mystery to him, you know, like we didn't know exactly what he was feeling and exactly what was going on to a T. There was a level of mystery, even though there was so much transparency in the self-expression. This is not about like letting everybody know about you. What you can, this is about allowing some type of like mystery, some type of like magic shine through. So when you express yourself, you should allow the effortless to come through. To, what am I trying to say? It's like there are certain things that you feel that are signature, that are unique to you, that some people are going to feel like, well, how did they do that? How do they know to do that? How did they get it that way? Like there's a level of, there's something that you do that makes people guess, you know, and also the way that you shine and you express yourself to leave something to the mystery. It's not about giving everything away, you know, and that's what's going to allow people to come towards you, okay, or the situation to come towards you. Let's see more energies here on how you can be more attractive. But this is just like being dreamy too, like fantasy, tapping into fantasy, very performative, but it's like I'm hearing be performative, but make it authentic. It's not that, you know, it's like almost like, you know, like David Bowie, because I don't know why I keep thinking about it, because the quote was from David Bowie, but he was very performative, you know, like don't be afraid to put on a show. Like we love Doja Cat because she's really showing us these different sides of her, but we don't know who she is, you know, like she's showing us everything like about her creativity, you know, she's telling us a story, she's telling us her feelings, she's telling us maybe even what she's been going through her art, through her self-expression, David Bowie too, but we don't really know everything about these people. there's a level of mystery and dreaminess and fantasy about it. So be performative, and don't allow people to say like, well, you're fake, you're being performative with your art, with your self-expression. It's art. This is about being a true artist. This is about making people feel, or making the situation feel to get what you want. So to attract what you want, to pull in and be magnetic. This is not about letting everybody know exactly what's going on, like giving away everything for free. This is leaving something for yourself. This is like true allure. There's a mystery here, and some people will never figure it out, and they're not supposed to. So that's the energy that you're supposed to embody, is be something so beautiful and powerful looking and so inspirational. Like if we look at these clouds, it's like there's something beyond these clouds, and there's a part of us that don't really care what's beyond the clouds or what's within them, but we kind of want to know, but we don't care, because it's just like we're tapped into the beauty, you know. So there's a level of like allowing yourself to express, but it's like storytelling. It's not giving everything away for free. It's showing the very best parts, even if it's ugly. Like if we think about like Doja, like her Demon album, people did not like that. People did not like seeing her cut off her hair and be very what is it? You know, she shaved her eyebrows, she shaved her hair, like she did her whole look, and it was a reflection of like maybe what she was going through, you know, what she was going through personally. But we don't know what she was going through. People are like, oh, she's on drugs. We don't know what she was going through, you know. And then now look, she's in her 80s era like energy. I can't wait to see what that's about. Like, but you know, it's about like not giving everything away, and kind of like telling people your story in self-expression. That is how you're gonna get what you want, and make it fun. Like I just feel like it's really fun. Like I'm sure David Bowie, like these artists that you could tell that are true artists, they love it. They lose themselves in the mist, in the magic that they possess. Okay. So where is the cards? Okay, here. Let's tap into the energy that you need to embody to be more attractive. Joy. Okay, joy. How beautiful. Okay, joy. Let me see what this says. The energy of joy activates our feelings of happiness and well-being and supports a high vibrational frequency in our being. So this is about being in joy, like being in the joy of self-expression, and like putting on a show and creating art with your dress. Like maybe not everybody is gonna understand how you want to look. Maybe not everybody is gonna understand how you want to express yourself right now, or what you want to go after, but you do. You understand those things, and it's your story, and you can be more attractive and magnetic if you can just be happy with that and find joy in your performative show that you're putting on for the world or putting on for that person. It's about being happy too, like being just joyous and happy. You know, that's going to be one of the top energies that are going to be very magnetic for you, is when people see you happy and joyous, you know. And they're really showing like my journey of like talking about, even if you're healing or you have like something, and everybody's different, you know, but it's like, even if you're going through something difficult, you can talk about that. You can talk about the pain. But I think what people like, this is very much about self-expression. And if you are trying to attract something that is not physical, this is still going to help you attract that non-physical experience. Okay? Getting out there and expressing yourself and allowing yourself to shine, even if you are hurting. People like to see you happy. You like to see yourself happy. And so there's this energy of like showing your happiness, showing the things that make you feel good, showing yourself, experiencing joy, talking about what makes you happy, allowing yourself to be joy, to experience joy in the present moment. So if you are wanting to attract a certain situation with a person, being in joy, like allow yourself to just be happy and be in the energy of joy when you're with them, and not so like focused on other things, the things that don't give you joy, right? This is going to help you reach a high frequency to attract what you want. So this is not like being nervous around that person. This is not like, you know, being angry or, you know, frustrated or annoyed or bitchy about your money situation. That is not going to help you. This is about being in joy with whatever circumstance that you have. This is going to uplift your frequency and help you attract more of what you want in that situation, in that person, okay? More of that thing. So yeah, being in joy is what's going to help. So let's get some energies, you know, and they really want to be clear about the people, because there are people that are healing and you want a certain lifestyle or you want to heal, and a big part is expressing yourself for some reason. And the thing is that we are all connected energetically. So when you are doing these things that are helping you, maybe helping you is just talking more about yourself, about your life, and about what you do. But when people see you in a good state, this is why I feel like it's important for you the video that I'm gonna do after this is what you shouldn't do. Like, what makes you less attractive. I'm gonna do this video next, but they wanna feel, I bet you in your reading is like, looking sad, looking angry, looking pissed off, talking about like negative situations in a way that has no resolve, no transmutation, no inspiration, you know, that's not going to help you heal. Trauma dumping is not going to help you heal, okay? Bitching and complaining is not going to help you heal. You can do those things, but outwardly, since this is about expression, like we're all connected energetically. So people are going to be tapping into your energy when you express yourself. When you're a star, that's what happens. So it's important for you to keep it very joyous, to keep it positive, because people, you inspire people. And so when you're talking about things that they might be going through, and you're not giving a resolve, which you probably do. You probably have things in your life. And if you don't, then you got to find those things that help you find joy, that help you find healing, that help you feel good and put you in that joyous state. And when you give that kind of like advice, it's kind of like advice, you know, like back in the day when I was talking about my energy, I was showing myself do yoga. I was doing different yogas poses. I was doing things with my children. I was cooking food. You know, there was a joyous, positive aspect to the transmutation. You know, there was a result of these, yeah, I went through this situation, but this is my life now. This is what I'm doing to heal myself. This is what, you know, these are my philosophies. I didn't leave people in the dirt with me. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just to take note of that. Okay, and that also just speaks to, I think, your self journey. Like if you're trying to make more money, your self journey, like your own personal journey, life journey, is very relevant to this. So sharing your life, sharing your troubles, sharing your highs and your lows are going to be very beneficial, but it's from a joyous aspect, if that makes sense, okay? And if this is a relationship, it's good to express yourself and show that you're human and that you have this darker side. You've experienced the shadows, right? But you're also like very joyous too. It's important to show that aspect in the relationship to this person. And I don't think that, like, you know, people don't want to see that off the bat. They don't want to see that you're a hot mess. Everybody has a mess, you know what I mean? But there's an energy of like being in joy, and being seen as blissful. And if you can't do that, then wait till you can, okay? What I'm feeling here, okay? So we have the Three of Beasts. What makes you attractive is going out and doing new things. Also like self-discovery, going to new territories that you haven't crossed over into. This is what's going to make you more attractive, more magnetic. So being where, you know, this is about kind of like maybe sharing the start of your journey, and seeing how that develops, you know, like letting people see how that develops. Also like trying new things. If it's coming to like, if this is like, maybe it's time to turn into a different direction and go do things that you haven't done, maybe things that you were scared to do when it comes to money, when it comes to like taking, I don't know why I want to say like taking a risk, you know? Or it's like, it could be just time to do something, to go to new territories, to actually elevate and go on this journey of, you know, developing into higher creativity, you know, when it comes to making new money or creating new experiences. Like maybe you want to buy a house, right? Maybe you have to go to a new territory in finances, and allowing yourself to do that in different ways. I feel like that's going to help you be more attractive and more magnetic, is going beyond where you are right now. Is there's a need to change things. So that's going to be more magnetic, and you can do this. You can. This is also about self-expression as well with the Three of Wands. Expressing your creativity in new ways, okay? In new ways. Okay, oh, and so if this is about, if this is wanting to attract a new person, you're gonna go to different places that you've never been before. You're not gonna hang out in the same places. You're gonna do different things. And this is also gonna help you understand yourself and what you want more. If this is about attracting a new person, maybe you need to move and interact with this person in different ways. Maybe it's time to change it up because what you're doing right now is not working. So if you know, are like, let's say that you are very cut off, like you're trying to keep your distance because you feel like that's what's going to work, you know, and pull this person in. It's not working. It never really achieves anything. Maybe you need to go towards this person, do things and go beyond, you know, your comfort zone is what I'm really feeling. Maybe it's uncomfortable, like being the one that reaches out or being the one to make the plans, you know, or suggest that you go and do something that you've never done with somebody, you know, like an activity. I'm feeling like a date wise. Or like maybe you are the person that does all those things and you feel like, I'm just going to take a step back and allow things to go. Like I'm going to do something differently, you know, and see how that works for me. You know, this is going to make you more magnetic. Okay. So we have the Temperance. This is about being calm, and there's this energy, like I want to breathe, like there could be, what's going to make you more magnetic and attractive is being able to regulate your nervous system. So having something, and I was like mentioning a lot about healing, and one of the things that have helped me heal a lot is yoga and meditation. It helps you regulate the nervous system. And it helps you with transmutation, which is this temperance energy here that we see. So what I'm feeling here is that something that's going to make you more magnetic is calming down and relaxing and allowing things to take, what do I want to say, like percolate, like mix, brew, and it's really funny because the David Bowie is like, just add water and stir. You gotta allow the stirring process, allow these things to mix and allow it to cook, and allow that eventually the thing is going to be done. The oven is going to start beeping that it's done. It's time to take it out of the oven. There's a stirring process, there's a cooking process, but it's actually very instant. So the more that you can just because I'm getting on to manifestation and how manifestation is instant because there is no time, and regulating your nervous system, your energy, your body, that's the only thing that's moving, allowing it to calm down and come into a neutral state is going to allow this magnetism to do its job, right? So allow it to do the mixing. Okay, one more, Spirit. What can you do? Okay, so we have the Five of Swords. One of the ways that you can become more magnetic is very interesting. One of the ways that you can become more magnetic is the things that, it's with the Five of Swords here, this talks about communication not helping. So in a state of conflict. So there could be things that okay, so this is kind of speaking towards possibly if somebody has something to say to you that is this is going to be very broad but vague. I want to say if somebody is in conflict with you, you need to walk away. This is disrupting your energy, disrupting your magnetism. So if somebody wants to fight with you and they're trying to the best thing that you can do is just walk away and not deal with going back and forth if there is no resolve. If you're noticing you're going in circles and you're not able to get on the same page with this person, you should just walk away. No matter how uncomfortable, no matter how unfortunate, and you don't want to walk away, you got to walk away. Because it's fucking up your vibe, it's fucking up your attraction, your magnetism. Also, if somebody has something to say about your expression, the way that you want to express yourself, just walk away. You have no words. This is about saying that I'm not going to be fighting. I'm not going to be in drama, in beef with people. I'm not going to be in beef with strangers. This could also speak to if you know who you are, you shouldn't care about these strangers saying things about you. People will nitpick at a star. People will look at you, and I'm saying this because you have a lot of star power, cosmic power, right? And it's going to be very instant for you once you really step into the spotlight and allow yourself to just express. People will find things to nitpick at you. They will find the things that they can say about you to push your buttons, to make themselves feel better about themselves. And it's just not worth it. Responding to comments, it's not worth it. Okay? So responding to comments, whether that's coming from the internet, whether that's coming from your friend group, your family group, they will have something to say. And it doesn't matter. And especially when it comes to strangers, these people don't know you. They are no one to you. They're not relevant. And they're just being triggered by your stardom And so they're trying to find something that they can say about you to make them feel good about themselves. So it's all them. This is their own experience that they're having with themselves. It really has nothing to do with you. So don't involve yourself. This is about walking away from conflict that you know that you can't resolve. I get a lot of, I don't get a lot, but every now and then I will get a hater that will say something. They will nitpick and try to pick something that they can say about me, right? Because there's something that I'm unnerving about them, that I'm exposing about how they feel about themselves. And so they have to kind of nitpick and find something negative that they think about myself, which they don't know me. And this is all to make them feel good about themselves, to either like, oh, let me get this star to talk to me. Let me say something negative about this person. I see them as a star. I'm here. They don't know me. They don't know anything about me, but I know everything about them. And so I'm going to go over here and try to talk this shit to them. And I'm going to see if they can respond to me, because I want to feel special. I want to push buttons on this person that doesn't know me. And so I'm going to act like I know them and say these things, you know? And this is what is really going on in these people. And this is why I don't really respond to comments. I don't really respond to comments. I just either delete, block, or hide. It's what I do. And I allow this to go on. Like, this is a conflict that you can't resolve in this person. And I'm saying this because I feel like a lot of you guys are at the beginning of this, about to step into the spotlight, wanting to step in the spotlight so that you can attract that person, that experience, that thing, you know? And people will see, oh, dang, they are deserving of this. They're getting all this attention. And let me just say this one thing, because there's this one thing that is like, I can see that could push their buttons, or that is a flaw about them, you know, and just don't fall into that. Just walk away. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help them. They have to resolve that themselves, and it has nothing to do about you. You know who you are. You know your art. You know your self-expression. You know why you want to be here, or you will eventually. And that's all that matters. Strangers, like, you know, you would never, like, if somebody came up to you on the street and said, you know, you're fucking ugly. You know, there's this one thing about you that I don't like. You know, you wouldn't care. You would think this person was a nut. Maybe it would like rub you, like your energy would be rubbed the wrong way, but you would probably remove yourself from that person. You probably would just like walk away if this was happening in real time. Now, the people that are let's talk about family, because I really want you guys to attract what you want. And family will be those people too. They will see, oh, this person's shining. They're expressing themselves in a way that I'm not used to. And you will trigger your family members. They'll say, oh, that makes me feel uncomfortable because I can't do that. I feel weird talking about my pain, or I feel weird sharing my body, or flaunting my creativity, or flaunting my beauty, sharing whatever that I'm good at. You can even share things that you're really, really good at, and your family will hate you for it. And they will say things about you, make you feel weird, because they can't do it. That's all it is. And it's a problem that they got to resolve, you know? And that's the hardest ones, because then you can get into this Five of Swords, like going around in circles with these people because you love them and you want them to love you. But I'm telling you this because eventually you will learn that it has nothing to do with you. And you don't want to be held back, right? You don't want to be held back. So don't feel like you have to stay, okay? That you have to stay in it and fight with this person. You can walk away and it'll be better for you and them. It'll be difficult, but it will. And just stick to your own self. Don't let anybody hold you back, you know? It's a win-win when you walk. It's a win. It feels like a win-lose because you want this person to like you, especially if you love them. But I was like telling my daughter last night that you're going to want people to like you, you know, especially the ones that you like and that you love. You want me, Tatum, you want me to love you, and you want me to like you. And that's okay. But if you don't like yourself, if you can't look at yourself in the mirror, it doesn't matter what anybody does. They're like, I can like you, I can love you so much. Other people are going to like you and love you. And there's some people that don't like you and don't love you. And that's okay too. But it's not okay for you not to love yourself. It's not okay not to like yourself. And that is the only thing that matters. And that is the only thing that pulls things to you. If somebody doesn't like you on the internet, that does not matter. It's not stopping your energy. It's you caring about them not liking you. If your family members don't like you, it does not fucking matter. That's not stopping you pulling the person that you're supposed to be in a relationship in. It's not stopping that money fucking flow. You know what stops it? You thinking that it matters, that what they're saying is true. Because your energy is pulled from the energy that you're trying to pull into your life is coming from you. It's coming from your magnetism. It's matching your frequency. So don't let this Five of Swords, this bullshit, this drama, this haters, you know, nobodies. And I say nobodies because there really are nobody in your life, especially if they are strangers. Fuck up your energy, okay? Number 2, that's what I got for you. That is what you can do to become more magnetic, okay? Let me know down below if you like these types of readings where we talk about your energies. I thought this was interesting. I was kind of like motivated to do it. But let me know if you guys like exploring this, certain things that you can do with your energies through the cards, okay? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. All right, number 3, welcome. Let's tap in and see what makes you attractive. Okay, let me see. Almost there. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Okay. So, something that's going to, and you have it in you. You have it in you to be patient. Okay. What is going to increase your attraction and your magnetism towards whatever you're trying to be attractive for is patience, allowing things to just be and to unfold the way that, you know, for it to happen. I know that you really want this thing, but you have to allow yourself to be patient. It's going to show up. I know that is very, but you know what? Okay. I know that that can be very frustrating to hear. Like, you just got to be patient. It's coming, you know, but this is making me feel, because I'm seeing like gears, the work has already been done. You've already kind of put out that attraction, whether it's from a person, like this person already sees that you're attractive, that you're interested. There's already been developed here, the things that you want to happen between you and this person. You have already put out that energy, and you're continuing to put out that energy to attract that type of person into your life. You have all the right components and like attractors, whether that be like your looks, your personality, the things that you do every day. You have already done the work, that if it has to do with like attracting some kind of like physical experience, some type of physical material thing, lifestyle, you have already kind of been doing the work, and now it's time to just allow those gears to percolate, move, and shift. There's a lot of things that are happening on the behind the veil that you can't like see with your physical eyes. So it's now just waiting for that thing to be shown with your physical eyes, for the manifestation to come. And so what is stopping your energy from going out, like, is the frustration, or like that obsession of like, I want this so bad, I want this to happen, I want this to happen, I really want to bring this in closer to me, I want to be attractive to this thing, I want, you know, that is what's stopping the flow of your attractiveness, of your magnetism. So just allowing it to be like, okay, it's going to happen when it's going to happen. He going to put that ring on my finger when it happens. Okay, that person's going to walk into my life when it happens. Know that you've done the work and you're still doing the work, and just be patient. Okay? That thing is going to be there when it's there. There's a lot of it. Like, I think what you need to hear is that the work has already been done. You've already sent out the signal, and it's been heard. It's been accepted. Okay? And all you have to do is be patient. That doesn't mean you just sit down and do nothing. Continue on with moving in that frequency, right? But drop the resistance in the obsession, like where that resistance comes from obsession of wanting it now. When is it going to come? When is it going to happen? You need to be patient. It's going to happen when you let go. Okay? So let me get some cards. Let me see here. Let's see. How can you be more attractive? How can you be more attractive? Okay. I Ching. Change. Okay. So, now, if you guys are not familiar with the I Ching is a Chinese divination. It is a book. And it has all these passages, and there's like a certain formula of how you can piece it together. I actually have it, which I'm going to pop that out. And like, so maybe you need to get a reading done. Maybe you need to pull cards for yourself, do divination. This could be like, stay in communicate. This makes me feel like, reading cards is such a blessing to be able to do. Like, knowing how to, like, having a good intuition and being able to use divination for yourself to understand what's coming. It really helps during these times of needing to be patient. So one thing that can help you be more attractive and magnetic is divination. Being able to see the future, being able to see the energy that is coming, see the energies that are standing in the way. So this is kind of giving to that. You have the ability to divine, be able to, even if that's like seeing the signs around you. Divination can be done with you just sitting in your room and looking at all of the resources and the energies that are around you, meaning your furniture, your plants, the people, the books that are around, like all the objects around. You can literally give yourself a reading, and I teach this in my Divine Tarot class that I have on the Stand Store, that you don't even really need cards. I teach you how to channel. So, but I feel like most of you guys know how to channel, you know how to tap into energy and just see like the signs, see the messages that are around you. And some of you guys read cards. Some of you guys, you're getting this reading here. You've read cards, you've watched lots of readings about this situation that you want to attract, and it's telling you it's coming. You just have to be patient. So divination is going to let you know about the change that is coming. And so use that. That's what you have. And I know as a reader of energy, I read for myself first. I got into cards to understand me, understand my life, to understand energy. And it is such an awesome tool that I have in my life. I use it for everything. Especially during times where I'm like, what's going to happen? What's happening? Is it coming? Is this going to happen? I pull out my cards, and sure enough, it will tell me, the energy will be there. So that could be something that will help you stay in alignment with the attraction. Okay? Stay in alignment with your magnetism to understand that it'll calm you. It'll calm you down. Because it's like impatience. It's like, it's bitter. But when you wait and you allow, I remember, like, I really wanted this thing to happen, and all, like, my vision, that I had in my head, the actions that I was doing every day were in alignment with that coming into, you know, reality. But I was still like, oh my God, when is it gonna happen though? Like, when is it gonna happen? You know, and I just kept getting the message of like, that energy of like, it just feels like this is gonna make this situation feel even more better when it's here. Like, there's something about your circumstances, like you're trying to possibly change something like drastically in your life. That's what you're trying to attract, is like a drastic change. And the circumstances are not so great. So it's like, it makes you feel very impatient, and you're just wanting things to change, right? And so when that thing comes in, it's going to be just so much more sweeter. It's going to be so much more sweeter when you're actually being able to experience it. So just relax. Okay, relax. Let's see the energy that you need to tap into to be more attracted towards this thing. So, and let me tell you, I've used cards to understand who is for me in relationships. So if you are trying to find like your soulmate, your lover, you can do soulmate readings on yourself with divination. You can, you know, if you're dating certain people and you're just like, is this the person? I'm tired of waiting. I don't want to waste any more time. Girl, I was in my cards reading these men to filth. Okay. And just doing readings on myself, connecting to my future self to see who she's with. And like, you know, like I use divination on my life. Okay. And I really do advise other people to use this skill that we all have. We have the ability to read energy. And that's it. That's all that it is. And these physical cards are just helping us tap into that energy that's there and interpreting it. Okay. And so using these divinations to tap into certain people, or like I've used also divination to understand what I should do when it comes to my finances, when it comes to my businesses, when it comes to certain relationships. I use it for everything. And so this could definitely be something that you can utilize. And if you don't know how to use divination, you can get readings done. You can also join the Divine Tarot Academy that I have on Stan Store, so that you could become I think I have it half off right now. But this can definitely be something to help you with your energy. But let's see here. Okay, what is this? Let's see. Soul. Okay, the energy of soul activates our connection to the part of us that is closer to the higher realms, God and the divine. So, one thing that you can do to magnetize your energy is understand that you're having a soul experience, and that your soul came here to experience different things, and that there is an unfolding, right? And understand that everything that's happening here that your soul is experiencing is connected to God, to the divine. And so everything is divine, even the impatientness, even the circumstances, and that everything that you have here is meant for you to change your situation. Okay. And so, you know, understanding and maybe activating that self within you, that higher self that understands that you're having an experience here. This isn't just life. This is like a full-blown experience. And so an experience is meant to be lived, right? To be absorbed and soaked in and be fully like enthralled in, even when it's that time when you're not having what you want, right? To be present to that. And then that is divine too. Those things are teaching you about the experience. We're not here just to have those manifestations, what we're trying to attract and be magnetic for. We are also here to understand the opposite. the in between, the right before. So just be present to that and understand that you're having like this experience. You can also do like a soul reading as well. Since divination was here, you can tap into your higher self. You can tap into other versions of yourself to understand what's going on now and what's to come, and when is it going to come, why isn't it coming, what's the wait, what's happening, you know. And just understand that all of this is divine. You not having what you want right now is divine. Doesn't mean that you don't deserve it. Doesn't mean that it's never coming or you did something wrong. It's just about understanding the energy of the soul. And we're all having an experience here. Okay? Now, let's tap in to some more information to see what you can do to become more attractive. It just feels like it's happening. Like it's already happening. It's already yours. It's already yours. Whatever it is, it's already yours. You've already done like some major work, some major like energy work. Okay? Whether that's like you had to do work on yourself, you had, you know, something has been developing, you've been working on something. You've already done it. And it's just about being in the experience. Like having what you want before it shows up is also a part of that experience of you having it. Does that make sense? Like I told you, I really wanted this thing to happen, and I was like in this circumstance, and I was just like, like I really want to be out of this circumstance, and I really want this thing, and I have to wait. But everything around me was telling me that it's done. You already have it. It's just like a waiting period. It's part of the experience of having it. So, oh, what the hell was that? What was that? Oh my God, my goddamn screen door. It keeps falling. My screen door to my sliding door. It's really windy right now. And so you are getting messages from the wind. Like there's things coming in telling you that it's happening, it's already done. Like with this thing that I wanted, I was getting clarification from, of course, my cards, right? But also just from the 3D reality, from people, from the experience itself that I wanted to have. Everything was telling me it's done, it's happened, it's yours, you have it already. But a part of that experience is also like being without it. And now it's like I go through, like now having the experience, I've had moments where I'm like, remember when I was like waiting for this to come in? Like it's a part of the experience. So just relax. It's yours. You already got it. Honestly, that's what this is saying. High Priestess. Oh my God. One of the things that is being a High Priestess. You already know it's yours. You already know it's going to happen. You already know that you have attracted this into your life. Maybe it's not here yet, but you're about to taste it. So just be patient, you know? One of the things that you can do and be and embody to be more attractive is be mysterious. Holding on to energy, okay? It could be secretive. Maybe you're not supposed to tell anybody about what you want. That could be also an energy that helps you be more magnetic, is not speaking, being silent, keeping things as a mystery, being secretive about maybe what you're trying to attract, okay? So that can definitely help with your magnetism and being attractive. So like let's say that this is a person that you're trying to attract. You're going to be more mysterious. You're not going to be so available. The High Priestess is not available. You have to actually match her energy in order for her to work with your energy. So she's not so available to everyone. Real High Priestesses, okay, that are really connected and to be able to like really divine, okay, they're not as accessible, okay? And so also just like holding back, not giving so much information, you know, to, you know, not giving it all away. So even if this is a person, you're going to be more mysterious with this person. You're going to be more mysterious with your energy. You're not going to just put it all out on the table. They have to match energy to go behind the veil to experience the High Priestess. If this is a physical, material kind of object or experience that you're trying to have, I wouldn't tell anybody that this is what you're working on. That could be definitely a huge part in magnetism and attracting this into your life. You don't tell anybody what you're working on, okay? We have the Emperor. Just being confident, like, and this is also about building. This is the, like, one, you know, the Emperor understands that it's coming in, like, he's calm, cool, and collected. He's not stressed. And he also has other things to do in the empire that requires, like, he understands that money, he sent people out. He sent people out to do the work and to bring in the taxes, to bring in his money, to bring in his gold, to bring in, like, you know, to go fight his war, whatever it is. Like, the Emperor sits on the fucking throne, okay? Doesn't mean that he doesn't go and have business to take care of, and he has to continue to take care of his empire and continue to build upon it. It means that he's already has all these other factors working for them, for him, or for them, you know. And so the lesson here is that you need to just be calm, cool, and collected. Know that you got this, that it's yours. And you continue to embody that energy that it's yours. So, you know, if you, you don't have to stress. Like, if this is about a person, this is about understanding that you're, you know, having confidence in yourself to know that that person is yours already, that you are deserving of it, that, and then you walk, you talk, you act, you behave, you work like you already have that, you know, that it's a reassuring yourself, like, yeah, you know, it's coming in. I know that experience is coming. My actions are aligned. My mind is calm. It's in alignment. And, like, he's not stressing out. He knows those motherfuckers are gonna roll up to the kingdom with his fucking treasure, okay? With his gold, with his, you know, he already knows that. So this is the energy of just knowing that you're a boss, and continue to be a boss, you know? Continue to understand that you are deserving and take control, you know? This isn't about losing your head. I don't know. There's something about that. Okay, what is this? 6 of Swords, losing your head. Yeah. You know, like, this is more about where your mental state is and not the physical circumstance. Like, everything in this physical is leading. You're getting these signs. You're getting these messages, these confirmations that are saying that it's going in this direction. This is more about having a calm mind and moving your mind into a place of peace. So whatever you got to do that. If that means you got to go take a walk, you need to go take a break. Like, this is about removing yourself from stress, okay? So one way that it's going to help your magnetism and your attractiveness is becoming calm. Calming your mind. Have you ever been, like, so stressed out about maybe a person or stressed out about a situation, and the moment that you relax, what you wanted comes in? Like, that's the energy that I'm feeling with the 6 of Swords. So this is about noticing that whatever is happening right now, it could be a physical circumstance. It can be a behavior trait of yours that's causing mental anguish. It's causing chaos within the mind. And that you need to take movement, whether it's like removing yourself as much as you can from the circumstances, the person, the people, the activities, the behaviors. Or even just like noticing like, yeah, this way of thinking, this way of behaving is not working for me. It's only causing me to stress out. I'm going to remove it. I'm going to go in this direction of peace, whatever that is. It's like, well, I don't want to hang out with these people because they stress me out about life. And so I can't even focus and be in a like stressing. I already want this thing to happen and I already want this thing to manifest for myself. But these people are stressing me out. I'm just going to go over here and relax and see how your energy shifts. This is like saying like, I'm stressing out about this dude calling me, like not calling me, not texting me. Instead of stressing out, I'm just going to go and relax. I'm going to do like, get my mind right. And maybe when that person reaches back out to you, maybe you realize like you were tripping for no reason, you know, maybe you realize you don't like their energy. Because this Six of Swords is about processing. This is also about processing information. Okay, so Six of Swords are going to help you tapping into that energy of saying like, I'm stressed out, so this is not helping my situation. Being in this mental state is not helping, so I gotta do some analyzation, some processing to get to the calm waters. Okay, so getting your mind to a calm state is going to help your magnetism on this situation. And it's not really telling me like, you know, sometimes you're so obsessed, you're so stressed out, right? And it's like the obsession of wanting something to happen, wanting something to work out in your favor. It's like that energy, right? And you decide it's not working for you, being stressed out. So I got to calm myself down. I have no other choice but to calm myself down. So you do whatever. Maybe you remove yourself, maybe you go talk to someone, maybe you do some yoga, maybe you go read a book, maybe you go play a video game, maybe you go out, go out for lunch, maybe you just get to work, whatever is going to calm you, right? You do that and then you realize, you know what, I don't even want this to happen anymore. Because you have these thoughts and these processes that lead you to a better place, right? And so now you remove something. Or you eventually think, you know what? Eventually you're so calm and cool and collected that eventually just comes in and you're like, oh, dang, I don't even know why I was so worried. I don't know why I didn't think that was coming. Now, maybe it's like, I just gotta calm down. I need to stop obsessing. So I'm gonna take a couple months to just not even focus on this shit. Like, you know, I'm so obsessed that I'm becoming depressed or super anxious, and it's just not good for me. I'm not creating the experience that I want for myself. So I'm just gonna take a couple months, maybe a couple weeks, maybe a couple days, whatever. And I'm just gonna like focus on mental clarity and mental peace. And then during that journey of focusing on that, whatever it is comes in. Or you realize, I don't even think I want that anymore. So however it's going to go, it's going to lead to what you are wanting to attract. Okay? All right. So that is what I'm feeling for you. Number 3, let me know down below if you guys like these types of energies, these readings about energy, or like what we can do with our energy to like attract certain situations. Let me know down below and I will see you in the next reading. Peace.